What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Historian Kid. Today, we're going on an adventure to Japan. But not just any trip to Japan. This one's going to take us back in time.
Ooh, I love time travel.
Me too. To the year 1600 to learn all about the incredible true story of William Adams.
William Adams.
William Adams.
Yeah.
This guy was an English sailor.
Okay, so right away we know this is going to be good.
You know it.
Sailors getting into trouble.
Always a good time.
Yeah.
But get this. This sailor didn't just get into trouble. He ended up becoming Japan's first Western samurai.
Whoa, hold on.
You know, right?
Japan's first Western samurai.
You heard that right.
That's incredible.
I know, it's a story that sounds like it's straight out of a movie, but believe it or not, it's all true.
I'm already hooked.
Me too. And to help us unravel this incredible tale, we're going to be taking a deep dive into some excerpts from a piece called The Medieval Knight Who Became Japan's First Western Samurai.
Wait, so is he a knight or a samurai?
You'll have to wait and see. So let's set the stage a little bit.
Okay, sounds good.
We're talking about Japan in the year 1600. Adams was part of a Dutch fleet.
A Dutch fleet in Japan.
Yep.
What were they doing all the way over there?
Well, they were on a mission to establish trade routes to the east.
Ah, makes sense.
And along the way, they ran into a little bit of trouble.
Oh boy, what kind of trouble?
Their ship was wrecked on the Japanese coast.
Shipwrecked.
Shipwrecked.
So what happened to them?
Well, they were stranded in a foreign land with no way to get home. I know.
Doesn't sound good.
Not good at all.
So what was Japan like back then?
Well, think of it this way. Japan at that time was kind of like the Wild West.
The Wild West?
Yeah, but with samurai and shoguns instead of cowboys and outlaws.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's a time known as the Sengoku Jidai period,
Sengoku Jidai.
which translates to the Age of Warring States. Basically, for over a century,
Yeah.
Japan had been locked in a brutal power struggle.
Between
Powerful feudal lords called daimyo
daimyo.
who were all vying for control of the country.
So basically it was chaos.
Pretty much. And right in the middle of all this, Adams and his crewmates wash up on shore.
Talk about bad timing.
I know, right? And to make matters even worse,
There's more.
oh yeah, they're brought before Tokugawa Ieyasu,
Tokugawa Ieyasu. Who's that?
only one of the most powerful and ambitious daimyo in all of Japan. I'm talking top dog. This guy was on a mission to unify the country
Yeah.
and crush anyone who stood in his way. So yeah, not exactly the kind of guy you want to meet when you're a shipwrecked sailor in a foreign land. So our English sailor finds himself face to face with this powerful shogun. What happens next?
Well, this is where things get really interesting. Instead of seeing Adams as a threat, like you might expect, Tokugawa is intrigued by him.
Intrigued, why? What did this English sailor have that a powerful shogun would want?
It seems Adams was a bit of a Renaissance man. He was skilled in navigation and shipbuilding, areas where the Japanese were eager to learn from the West. But even more than his technical skills, Adams had a knack for languages and diplomacy. He quickly picked up Japanese and, according to the sources, had a way of building bridges across cultures.
So he wasn't just a skilled sailor, he was a bit of a charmer too.
It seems so. He managed to gain Tokugawa's trust, becoming a valuable advisor and even a friend.
Okay, hold up. From shipwrecked sailor to trusted advisor of a powerful shogun. That's a pretty incredible leap.
It really is. And it's just the beginning of Adams's incredible journey. He ended up playing a key role in helping to establish trade relations between Japan and Europe. Remember those Dutch trading ambitions we talked about? Well, Adams helped make them a reality.
Wow, so he went from being stranded in Japan to shaping its global connections. That's amazing. But there's something else, right? Something about him becoming a samurai.
Ah, yes. That's the part that really captures the imagination, isn't it? Adams wasn't just welcomed into Japanese society, he was fully embraced. Tokugawa awarded him the title of samurai, the first Westerner to receive such an honor.
A samurai. That means more than just being a skilled warrior, right? It's like a whole social status, a code of honor.
Exactly. It was a profound symbol of acceptance and respect. He was given land, a Japanese name Miura Anjin, and was expected to serve the shogun loyally. He was truly living a double life, an English sailor who became a Japanese samurai.
I'm starting to see why his story has resonated for centuries. It's a story of resilience, adaptability, and bridging cultures in the most unexpected ways.
It is. And you know, his story is a reminder that history is full of these fascinating individuals who defy expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. But before we go too far, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I'm sure some of our viewers are thinking about the movie The Last Samurai, which was inspired by Adam's story. So how much of the movie lines up with reality?
Well, Hollywood definitely took some creative liberties. While the film captures the spirit of cultural exchange and a Westerner adapting to Japanese life, it's important to remember it's a fictionalized account.
So don't take everything you see on screen as historical fact. Stick with us and we'll give you the real deal.
Right. Adams' story is captivating enough on its own.
It really is. His life is a testament to the power of human connection, even across vast cultural divides.
I completely agree.
Now, before we wrap things up, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
We know that Adams ended up advising Tokugawa on matters relating to the West. And we know that Tokugawa eventually decided to isolate Japan from European influence.
Right, the Sengoku period.
Exactly. So here's the question.
What is it?
What role did Adams play in that decision?
That's a good question.
Did he encourage Tokugawa to embrace the West and its trade? Or did he warn him about the dangers of European colonialism? Unfortunately. The historical record is a little murky on this point, but it's definitely something to think about.
Yeah. What do you think happened?
I honestly don't know.
Me neither.
But it makes you wonder what kind of conversations they must have had behind closed doors.
It's fascinating to think about.
It really is. And that is it for today's deep dive into the amazing life of William Adams, the English sailor who became Japan's first Western samurai.
It was quite a story.
I told you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Historian Kid for more incredible stories from history. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the past.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.